Hello. So I was watching a few videos last night and today. I've seen a video from Pink Odd Bird. She made a challenge to collect your junk and make a junk journal with the true junk. And was thinking about it, and I think it's time to actually do something like that again. I did something similar before, but it's no fun when you're doing it by yourself, and you can't see what others make. So I decided I'm going to do the challenge this month, and I will put the hashtags and all that in the description below, and you can check Pink Oddbird's video where she is explaining about a challenge. I'm almost drowning in junk, almost. But I could probably make a lot of journals with just what I have right now. And I want to actually use up more of the stuff that I get at home. So I might not show you all the things that I collected over the time. I'm just gonna go to the challenge and just start making it. And then, while I'm gonna make it, you're gonna see what I have and what I've collected, and I'm gonna explain from where I got it. So yeah, let's just start. So I'm gonna try to make pages with newspaper and see how that's gonna go. Just because I've seen a lot of people. Ooh, this one I like this page. I might save this. I've seen a lot of people making junk journals, but they're mostly using bags, more sturdy paper. And if not, they actually glue a few pages together. So that is what I thought I'm gonna do. And just go with the flow. If I do like a page more than the other side, and I have to apologize for all the noises with the papers and stuff, because this first episode probably is gonna be a bunch of noises from the paper. So yeah, I'm thinking to cut this huge newspaper on half and have 2 pages from it. I'm not sure if it's too flimsy. Let's just go with it and see how that goes. I'm not sure if the journal is gonna be big or small, but I already know what I'm gonna use for the covers if all goes well. So I will use my glue stick just to tack it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut it. And this might not be the very precise thing that I usually do, kind of precise and whatnot. So, and I'm fine with it. I will stitch around each page probably, just because I can, and I don't know, I might need to cut it down to a better length. Okay, let's just try. When you double the newspaper, it gets really nice and thick. This part. I was thinking if I should make a bigger or a smaller one. So one page would be like this or something like this. So I decided to make it a little bit bigger, and I can still tip in smaller pages, but I think it's just, you know, for now, and I can always cut it down if I wish to. Okay, I have 2 pages here that are not centered. Another thing that I was thinking, I could use just A4 size papers, like standard, that would be like standard letter paper. But if I fold this, like it's a small size, which I don't know, could be great, but I just have so much newspaper, I wish to use it up. So let me try to use this one too. This is mostly gluing and that's all. So even though this is like more soft paper, I was thinking to, when I will sew the pages together, like around the pages, I have this packaging paper that I wanted to use up for something, and I have way more than just this. And they're actually perforated on every, I don't know, 20 centimeters or something. So I was thinking maybe I could do something to make this part more more durable, if I can say it like that. I'll need to use it like so. I did try to think what I'm gonna do, and I wanted to use newspaper, but I think this is kind of too flimsy. So I decided I'm going to glue 4 pages together, so the page is gonna be more sturdy, and I'm gonna just like tack it down and sew around when I get to my sewing machine. So just like quick tack down. These are already glued 2 pages together, and now I have 4 pages glued together. I think I'm going to put some acrylic paint on it before I stitch it around. So I have my first page. I put a little bit more glue here, like so. Okay, let's move on. I'm trying to glue the folded edge that was before, that it's now on the opposite side. Because I think that would give me a better look, more flat for sure. Okay, and another fold. This is a smaller page, so this is the page from before, if I can open it. And this is a little bit smaller page, and I still like it very much. Okay, I will continue making all the signatures. I think I'm gonna have like 3 or 4. And I do have a lot of newspaper. I get a newspaper from my boyfriend's parents, and they're like, they get so much stuff, even more than I do. They get so much junk mail, and they actually pay for quite a few newspapers to get in the mail. So before I actually cut the side like more the middle, but now I think I'm just going to fold and have that fold, and I can make a pocket as well on the top. But I think I'm just going to smooth it out and make the page. Okay. It's gonna be one big journal. And what I'm using is just PVA glue, regular wood glue, a little bit of water in a small bottle. This is okay. So like I said, I'm going to put this on speed so you don't need to suffer through me making and folding just pages and stuff. And I'll be back when I make 2 or 3 signatures. Okay, this page is from before when I tried to glue down the middle, so it's going to be thicker. I'm just going to, because just 2 pages together, glued together, is really flimsy. So I might do 4 and that's it. I do see a lot of potential in the newspaper, and if you're following my channel, you probably see that I do a lot of painting the newspaper to use it in collages and to use it to cover stuff. So I think it's a really great thin paper, like phone book paper, but that it's more delicate, I'd say. This is way more durable, and when it dries, I would say it changes the texture and gets more thicker when it's wet, you know. But that's just me. That's what I think. So yeah. This is really cute. I think it's gonna be more fun when I will be embellishing and making the pages than right now, because I'm just concentrating on making the pages and folding. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, 6 pages right now. And they are really chunky. So let me see. Yeah, I think it's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be really fat journal. So take the pictures out from your newspaper if you like, any of them, and don't hesitate. You might not like to use newspaper, but they have a lot of big text and, you know, words and stuff. And I really love this picture. I think I'm gonna put it into this junk journal. It's really nice. And even though I made the hole in the newspaper, I think I want to use it as a page. I used to chop this section off because of the roses. I really like them. Okay, I have another page, and this is Slovenia. Looks like a chicken from afar. Has about 2 million people living. And this is a single page, so I will save it to make a collage or something and continue on the other pages. I really love these things. How do you call it? Yeah, that thing. So I will cut out the Garfield and Peanuts and probably this and this and this and this and this. I don't care much for this top puzzle thingy, but I will cut out this and I will use it in the junk journal because it's just awesome. I love it so much. And I'm really happy when I see the last side of the newspaper where they actually have comic section and puzzle and stuff. Sudoku, I think it's called. And you can even use these small bits. Why not? But I'm for this. I'm always saving these bits. But I didn't do much with them yet. I have to do something with them. So I will just glue this down and use this as a page as well. Even though a little bit of the paper is missing, but you know what you're gonna do. And use it. I found another single paper. I'm gonna save it because it's really not so hard to work with just one single paper. And then I have a stack of, what is it called? Advertisements, junk that I get in mail. And these are really like nice colorful ones. So I was thinking I can, let me see. I can use it, it's like so. Kind of like this Superman. So let me get this one out. I can fussy cut it or something. Yeah, okay. We have some fish here. I think I'm going to glue 2 pages together, like roughly. And like so. I think I made one journal with just this type of advertisement way back, I don't know, last year, a couple of months ago, when I can actually put a link down in the description so you can actually see. So the whole junk journal was just made with this type of advertisement, and I glued 2 pages together and it was really like wavy and stuff, and I really like that. So if I would do it again, I think I would just I wouldn't use so much glue. I would sew it around, and I can still do that though. This is another page which is a little bit smaller, I think, and thinner, and I like it a lot, so I will make few of these as well. And then think about what to do. Ooh, I really love this. Looks really colorful. So I'll just glue pages together. Yeah, this is more junk. I will make a video of junk. Bonnie and Clyde was asking to make a video about it. I know it's not gonna be a month, but you know, or maybe I could do it in April. I don't know, we'll see. But I did wanted to show you how much I get in my how much junk do I get. So I don't like so much the glossy stuff, but I could cut out stuff and use it, or something like this, or flowers, you know. So the thing that I like here, it's this thingy that I want to use. So I was thinking I would just put it on half and use it like this. And these are mostly smaller pages, but I'm thinking maybe to stitch 2 pages together. If this is my huge page, I can do something like this, you know. So let me see how this is gonna go. Trying not to be precise, but I don't know, it's just something, it's hard to run from it. Okay, so I glued that down. I'm gonna wait a bit, because these are a little bit glossy and not so thin, but I don't mind doubling them up at all. Yeah, I think it's way better than I thought it's gonna look like. Cool. Okay, another big page. We need more. I have some brown paper from packaging, but I think I'm gonna use this for making pages in the actual junk journal. It's thin, it's perforated here, so you know, I've been weighting it down so it's not so crinkly. But yeah, I might use it later on. I have this bigger envelopes, so I'm thinking to, yeah, glue 2 together, or glue one onto a existing page, something like so. It could be a tuck spot or something. Let me think. I might do something like this. So you could actually glue two together just with this flap. You could glue them together and you would have a double pocket. I made new fold. So this is my center. And I might put a washer or something here. And my hands are really dirty from the newspaper. I'm transferring the ink everywhere. Yeah, I think I quite like this. So I have a pocket here and pocket here. Let me put something here so it's not gonna be so flimsy. I'm going to use the painter's tape, or however you call it, that thing, you know, the wannabe washi. I think I have to go wash my hands. Clean hand. Cool. So I am happy with this one. I just need to fix the foldage. I've been visiting some art classes and I took a lot of my newspaper to those classes, we were playing with paint and stuff. So let me see if this is together or apart. And I've been painting a lot of newspaper because they were just chucking the paint away. You know, you had a lot of paint on your palette, and they were mixing and they were just throwing it away, and that really upset me. I have this tiny thingy to take the staples out. So I tried to tell them that I will give them a clean palette if they give me theirs, you know, the dirty one. And I took all the paint. That's why this is not really nice yellow. And I took their paint and I basically just shoved it onto papers and painted as much as I could, and that was it. And I was doing that for, I think, like 3 or 4 classes, and I got so many painted newspaper that I can do whatever I want with it because it has colors and, you know, it's nice. And these are watercolors, you know. They're all watercolors because we were playing with watercolors. This is a small newspaper, right? Okay, just checking. Okay, so I've been counting my pages and I decided I'm gonna glue some together like I did with this one, even though this is like thinner than gluing so many pages together, you know. But I don't mind. It's a junk journal, so I'll just go with the flow. And I will actually cut it not always like in the middle, so the glued folds are gonna be in the middle, but whenever I'm gonna just measure and just cut, and that's gonna be it. I'm trying to find my scissors. Anybody seen my scissors? Got them. So basically what I'm gonna do is just cut it, and that's it. And I'm going to use this bit to extend the other one. I'm going to stitch around, and I don't mind the bumps. The more bumps the better, right? And if it's short, I don't mind too. Okay, so I had another one here. I think I'm gonna put it on the top like so. I'll just measure. So doing the Franken newspaper gluing is just fine. So I'm putting pages together in a signature, and I decided I am going to try to make the bottom all pages that are folded. So, you know, not so flimsy, but more folded edges. I think it's going to be more durable, but I might be mistaken. I don't know. I might just, you know, make too much work for myself. When you try to open the pages and this happens because you glued wrong pages together, you just open them, right? And you have this. And I don't mind at all. You have something like so. But I think that was the page where I glued, where I cut something out and I glued them together. But it doesn't matter. It survived. It's fine. Can you see? It's just fine. When I'm gonna put paint over it, it's gonna be fine and wrinkly. So what I have One huge, one smaller, one huge, one Franken, and one huge. I like it. I have all 4 signatures, and this is the top of them. So if I squish it down, you know, it's like a centimeter or 2. And this is the bottom, and it looks really lovely, by the way. So it's a bit heavy, but it's alright. It's gonna be sustainable to work in. I want to put some color on, so I was thinking maybe I can do acrylics and just smoosh some paint around, and then stitch around. So I'm not going to cover my stitches with the paint. That's how I thought I would do it. So let's do it.